What up, players? I'm back again, another video. This time we're going to talk about, is the UE Megablast the perfect shower speaker? Let's find out. This is the Logitech UE Megablast, their latest waterproof Bluetooth speaker with Alexa. Now, they actually have a smaller version of this that comes in about half this size, and it's about $200, $220. This one is the bigger of the two, at about $300. Now, we're going to find out if this is the perfect shower speaker. For $300, it's going to have to do a lot. Obviously, you see your volume up and down here. You can't possibly miss that. The power button's actually right here. I'm going to show that once we turn it on. And the light indicator is actually right here. The one thing I don't like about it is the way you charge it. Under here, this actually is not what you normally see here. This is the metal plug you put in for the charging station, which I actually do like. This right here, you actually put it right on top, and then it charges that way. And that's really the preferred way to do it, because otherwise you've got to continually pull this stupid thing open and then plug your micro USB in there. And you have to use the micro USB it came with because it's so deep that most micro USBs won't fit in there. So not a fan of that, but you're supposed to get a good amount of time. I've been able to run this thing in my shower for a couple of weeks at a time, and I've not run out of any kind of battery. So let's turn it on. And you'll hear the turn on sound. It's got a nice deep bass, which will be great for singing in the shower, obviously. I mean, let's be real honest, that's what this is going to be used for. And then the other thing is Alexa. Now, I need to talk a little bit about that. You are going to see the pros and the cons of having Alexa in the shower. And also remember, because this is a third-party device, and just to give you an idea of how tall this is an iPad Pro next to it. It's pretty much the exact same height. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for now. You will see the pros and the cons of third-party, the way third parties handle Alexa, and it's not the best, especially when they're more after the sound than they are the wake word ability. I'll show you what that means once we get in the shower. Why don't we just go ahead and take it to the shower? So here we are at my shower. Now, I know most people don't even realize they would probably want a Bluetooth speaker in the shower, and some people might even say that they wouldn't. But here's the reality. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. You know you singing in the shower. You might as well have some good music, good tunes in there. You don't want to take your phone in there, even if it is waterproof. You just don't want to do that. It's not worth the hassle. So this could be a good solution for that. Waterproof, so you can keep it in there. Alexa can be enabled to call on any kind of music you want, which is great. And, smart things like turning your lights on and off, which is great. The question is, how well does it work? Well, let's go into my shower. By the way, if you ever get a shower, you need a seat. This is where... Let me tell you, this is just the best thing I've ever done with my shower. So where I normally put it is up there. But I'll tell you right now, the voice recognition up there, not good. So instead, for the sake of this, we're going to put it down here on this lower shelf. As you can see, the top shelf, lower shelf right here. We will put it right in there. It actually fits in the cubby quite well. And you could put it in the back and let it get rained on, but why even bother? I know it's waterproof. But why even risk that? Especially if you're going to keep it in there for a long period of time, which is what I generally do. So I'm not going to run the water. However, we will do some commands and see what it can and can't hear and do. Now, again, third-party devices that have Alexa can't do things like calling and that sort of thing. You'll see different cool things that the Echoes can do that the third-party devices, the devices that have Alexa enabled like Sonos and such can't do. But again, the biggest thing that separates the men from the boys is the microphone. So let's try that right now. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 10:11 a.m.
Now that's a great sound. You can hear it clearly. Of course, when you're in a shower, it vibrates off of the walls and everything, so it actually gets great sound. So let's play some music. Alexa, play "Welcome to My Slum" from my library. Oh, that's not even the right name.
Playing "Welcome to My Slum.mp3" from your library.
This way I don't get caught from the YouTube police. Now watch what happens when I try to stop the song. This is going to be a problem. So we're going to listen to the sound quality. Okay, the bass is going to drop here in a second. Great sound. Filling the shower. Got that bass drop. It's real nice. All right. Now, let's say someone's calling my name and I want them to stop. This is going to be difficult. Watch. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Now, that's actually not too bad considering, like, I've had to yell at, I've actually had to take this thing off the shelf before to try to stop it. That was really impressive considering how loud that was. I'm actually kind of impressed with some of the gains they must be making. I know Sonos came out with a new firmware with theirs that shows that the wake word recognition is a lot better. I'm going to lift this up a little bit. Again, if you want it out, again, the shower's here. So, I mean, if you want it to be really out of the water, it would be up there, and I'll show you what the difference is. Okay, we back. And now it's up top. So now I'm going to try to speak to it. And of course, the reflection should help, you would think, because the microphones are on the top, get my voice to it. But I think you're going to see here some problems. So let's try this. Alexa, tell me a joke. And that's the other thing. I can't see the light to see whether or not it's heard me. Obviously, it did not hear me. I'm speaking in a normal voice right now, and it did not hear me. So let's try again. Alexa, play some music. It did hear me that time. You see the light
Here's a
reflecting?
playlist you might like. Top of the Charts by Filter from Amazon Music.
All right, now it starts to play. Now I'm going to try to stop the music while the music plays. Alexa, stop. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, let's turn some water on. All right, we're back in. I got the rain coming down, so we're going to try a couple commands with that going, seeing if it makes any kind of difference. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 10:16 a.m.
It's nice to know that it actually is working. I think the one thing you will have to recognize is that third-party Alexa devices are much slower at responding than a normal Echo would be. Alexa, what's the weather like tomorrow? See, and it didn't hear. So if that was a normal Echo, it totally would have heard what I said. You actually have to speak very directly at it, and sometimes overly so, especially if you're playing music really loud. Alexa, what's the weather like tomorrow? And see, there's another fail. So I mean, maybe, does the water make the difference? I don't know. Is it because it's in the top? I don't know. It's just not something you can consistently rely on, and that's something you may want to think about in a shower speaker. So is the Megablast worth $300 for a shower speaker? This is greatly going to depend on what you're going to use it for. If you're going to use it for music that maybe has a little bass and, you know, something you really want to get into, it's really great for that. You can actually Bluetooth your phone to it. But of course, the problem is if you get to one song and then the next song plays and you don't want to hear it, you have to get out of your shower, go get it. And I know you can there's waterproof showers out, or waterproof phones out there. I get that. But really the whole point of it is to be able to use Alexa. So if you're looking for an Alexa-enabled speaker, no, it's not really the one you want. You certainly can get something a lot less expensive that will work just as well. And you know, to be honest, depending on what you're listening to in the shower, something like this might work for you. This actually is waterproof, has a little suction cup on it. You can take phone calls on it, and you can listen to, you know, things streaming from your phone. The one thing about this is while it's waterproof, you do kind of run into the next track problem, like how you get to your next track. There is a little, you can't see it here, but there's a little, oh, maybe you can. Yeah, see how you can have power, volume, and that sort of thing for next track and such, which the UE Megablast doesn't have. I mean, it's good for that. Phone calls and podcasts would be great. If you're listening to music, this doesn't sound that great. The Megablast does. But for $300, that voice recognition and the ability for you to use your voice to change tracks, to listen to different things like Sirius XM or whatever the case may be, it needs to be on point, and it's not, as you've seen. So is it worth it? If you got extra ducats, sure, why not? It comes in 4 colors, white, black, red, and blue. The blue looks the best, in my opinion, and you can pick it up from Amazon. So if this video has helped you in any way, please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you again real soon. Peace and love. Peace and love.